If you've ever opened WhatsApp and felt the instant sense of overwhelm, endless group chats, important messages buried under memes, and those conversations you meant to reply to but somehow lost, you are definitely not alone. In this video, I'm going to show you the top features inside WhatsApp that help you find messages faster, stay organized, and stop important information from slipping through the cracks. And make sure you stick around to the end because I've got a bonus tip that makes keeping WhatsApp tidy every day so much easier. Tip 1. Use the Unread Filter to clear your inbox fast. One of the simplest ways to stay on top of WhatsApp is to use the Unread Filter. This instantly hides all the conversations you've already dealt with and shows you only the messages you still need to respond to. It's especially helpful if you get lots of group notifications or if you check your messages throughout the day but don't always want to reply immediately. You can find it in the handy filters at the top of the chat screen. You can take this a step further with Mark as Unread. If someone messages you while you're busy and you read something and think, I'll reply to that later, you can mark it as unread.
On the iPhone, swipe the chat to the right, or a long press on Android, go to the 3 dots and choose Mark Unread. This puts the conversation back into your unread list, which means you won't forget to come back to it later.
It's a brilliant little trick for keeping track of follow-ups without letting your inbox become a to-do list you never see again. Tip 2. Star messages you don't want to lose. One of the biggest challenges with WhatsApp is that important information gets buried so quickly. Maybe someone sends you an address, a receipt, train details, a photo you want to keep, or a message you need to act on later. And within minutes, it's pushed up the chat by memes, emojis, school updates. Scrolling back to find things is one of the most frustrating parts of WhatsApp and usually takes far longer than it should. Starring messages fix that instantly. It's like creating your own little important drawer inside WhatsApp, where you can store anything you don't want to lose. And the best part is that it doesn't matter which chat it came from. If it's starred, it's saved.
To star a message, press and hold the message. Tap the star either at the top on an Android or in the menu on an iPhone. To find all your starred messages, go to Settings at the bottom on an iPhone and go to Starred Messages, or the 3 dots and the starred messages in Android.
It's a tiny feature, but it comes a powerful little system for keeping important information at your fingertips. Tip 3. Pin your priority chats to the top. If you're someone who has dozens or even hundreds of chats in your WhatsApp, pinning is a game changer. WhatsApp sorts conversations by latest activity, which means most of your important chats can easily slide down the list as group notifications or less urgent conversations pop up. Before you know it, you're scrolling and scrolling just to get back to people you speak to every day. Pinning chats never move unless you unpin them, which massively cuts down on scrolling and keeps your most important conversations front and center.
To pin a chat, on an iPhone, simply swipe right and tap pin. On an Android, long press the chat and tap the pin icon at the top.
If you're listening to this and thinking, I really need to get on top of all my digital photos, not just my WhatsApp, you are not alone. And if you want support organizing your photos, backing them up properly, and creating a system you can actually maintain, that's exactly what I teach inside my Photo Mess Success courses. You can find all the details at photomesssuccess.co.uk. But for now, let's get back to organizing with WhatsApp. Tip 4. Use favorites to keep your important chats together. Just like photos, WhatsApp has a feature called Favorites. And if it's on your phone, it can make your inbox feel instantly calmer. Instead of scrolling through a long list of chats, Favorites lets you create your own little quick access shelf for the people you message the most. This is especially useful if your WhatsApp is a mix of family chats, work messages, and those one-off conversations that you never quite get round to archiving. Favorites work separately from pinned chats, so you can use it as a second layer of organization. pinned chats at the very top, and favorites as your next quick access list.
To add to favorites, long tap to select the chat, and on an iPhone, select the heart in the menu, or go to the 3 dots and select to add to favorites on an Android. To access your favorites, you just go to the favorites at the top of the chat window, and there they are.
It's a small feature, but when you use WhatsApp regularly, it can make the whole app feel smoother and less cluttered. Tip 5, use lists to organize your chats by theme or priority. If your WhatsApp feels busy and you struggle to keep track of different types of conversations, the Lists feature is one of the best tools you can use. Lists lets you group chats together based on whatever makes sense for your life. Family, work, school, travel, planning, admin, or even people who message me at 11 p.m. at night. It's a flexible system that helps you see your inbox in categories instead of one long scrolling list. Once you add chats to lists, you can jump into exactly the area you want to work on without getting distracted by everything else. It turns WhatsApp into something much more manageable and makes following up tasks so much easier.
To create a list, look for the plus sign at the top of the chats window over to the right. Tap it and give your list a name. Then select to add people or groups, and then select the people or groups that you want to add. On an iPhone, click Done, and on Android, the little green tick at the bottom right. To access the list, just select the filter at the top of the chat screen that's now appeared. To manage your list or add new groups or people, go to Settings on the iPhone, or the 3 dots and the Settings area on Android. Select the lists and then tap the list to manage them. Then Edit on an iPhone, or the pencil on Android to either change the name or add new people. Lists don't move or duplicate your chats, they simply give you a cleaner way to view them. Think of it like adding a structure to a space that usually feels totally messy.
Bonus tip, use one daily sweep to keep WhatsApp manageable. Here's that bonus tip I promised. WhatsApp gets overwhelming when messages pile up over days or weeks, but staying organized doesn't have to mean constantly checking your phone. A quick 1-minute daily sweep makes a huge difference. It keeps everything tidy, helps you stay on top of follow-ups, and stops important information disappearing under a mountain of notifications. Each day, filter to unread so you can see exactly what still needs your attention. Mark things as unread if you've seen them, but you want to come back to them later. Star anything important so it's stored safely in one place. And don't forget to pin your priority chats to keep your essentials at the top. And then archive your chats you don't need right now to reduce your visual clutter. This tiny habit keeps your WhatsApp feeling light and manageable, rather than something you always are catching up on. Once you get used to doing a quick sweep, everything becomes easier to find, easier to action, and far less stressful. So there's how to manage your WhatsApp messages like a pro. If you want to keep organizing your digital life, I would recommend you watch this video next, all about how to declutter and manage your photos. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more photo organizing tips. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.